around the MLS with Sam on Africa Sports Network. That's how you score the first goal. For up-to-date fixtures, previews, reviews, and analysis of games from the Major League, brought to you in English and Pidgin language. Listen to Around the MLS podcast right here on Africa Sports Network. On Africa Sports Network. Join Sam Mondays and Saturdays at 6 p.m. Nigeria time for the best of the MLS. Only on Africa Sports Network. For more information on Around the Major League Soccer, visit www.africasportsnetwork.com. Africa with a K, Sports with a Network.com. It's been that kind of day for the Galaxy.
All right, so welcome to Around the Major League Soccer Show with 15 with Sam right here on Africa Sports Network. Yes, I share the link and everything before the live stream started. The Houston Dynamo, the game is underway right now at the Shell Energy Stadium. And as usual, like I told you, Nigerian player Ali Ibrahim started for Houston Dynamo tonight. Alongside Corey Bird, Basi. There is no seat for Sebastian Ferrari in this game, with Hector Herrera, Arthur, and Carrasquilla all in the middle for Houston Dynamo. Franco Escobar, Ethan Butler, and Daniel Steres and Mikel is still marshalling the form defense for Houston. Kenneth Hadebe is still recovering from the surgery on his injury, so he's still not yet back to the team. Yes, we're gonna go down and look at the game, play by play, and see what is happening. The Houston Dynamo at home, can they make it another 3 points win tonight? It's possible. Look at the Austin Football Club, J.S. Zadis, Finlap, and Rigoni, the three-man attack for Austin. We have Lindquist, former Houston Dynamo wing back. Here for Austin, Pereira, Defel, Lima, Gimenez, Casante, and Ring, all making up the three-man defense with Stuva as the goalkeeper of Austin Football Club. It's going to be an interesting game tonight here at the Shell Energy Stadium. What is happening currently? We're going to tell you. We're going to follow this game from A to Z. So come on, brother. Let's make it a beautiful, beautiful day tonight here on Around the Major League Soccer with Sam on Africa Sports Network. The game is currently on and is less than 2, 3, 4 minutes old, or still a golden situation. And Houston Dynamo pressing Austin Football Club in this game. So we're going to take you around the MLS. Let's see other results around the league. Other results around the MLS. Yes, it's music and sports Saturday evening here in the Major League Soccer. All right, CF de Montreal and Inter Miami's halftime in Stardust Saputo is goalless between CF de Montreal and Inter Miami. The England Revolution and Chicago Fire, that game is locked on at 2-2. Yes, scorers for Chicago Fire, Farrell and Costas all scored. Wood and Buck were all on target for New England Revolution. All right, let's go to the game between New York City Football Club and Philadelphia Union. Is halftime, and Philly Union are leading New England and New York City Football Club by 2-1. Julia Carranza with the 2 goals for Philadelphia Union. Gabriel Pereira is the scorer for New York City Football Club. Let's go to the game between Orlando City Football Club and FC Atlanta. All right, that game is still locked on at 1-0 between Orlando, leading that game at halftime at the Exploria Stadium in Florida. Smith is the difference maker in that game. Toronto and DC, that game is just halftime old, and Toronto are 1-0 up against DC. Shaqiri hit things up. Another magic assist for Zedran Shaqiri, as Chicago Fire are holding on to a 2-2 draw right there against New England Revolution. What a game that will be in the Eastern Conference. All right, let's go to the game between the Houston Dynamo and Austin Football Club. That game is currently on, and Houston gave us a strong lineup. Ali Ibrahim, what a revelation he has been for Houston Dynamo since he got on board. Yes, Houston Dynamo Austin Football Club. So you can join me on. Can you join? I'm gonna give you the number to call on the show. All right, call 832-614-7717. Yes, 832-614-7717. That's the number to call if you want to be part of this program. Let's go. Yes, Houston against Austin. Let's look at the timeline of what is happening. Oh yeah. Let's go. Let's look at the timeline. What is happening there at the Shell in the stadium? I have my eyes in that stadium. He'll be joining me at halftime to tell us what is going on there between Houston and Austin Football Club. The game is just 10 minutes old as both teams are trying to see how they can unlock, undo each other. When you go around the league, the result coming up around the league is suggesting, all right, let's see now with the result coming from around the league. Let's see how the table look like. Eastern Conference, you still have FC Cincinnati number one, 30 points from 13 games, while Nashville have 25 points right there. New England Revolution are third because their game is currently tied at 2-2 with Chicago Fire. It is a 2-2 there at the Gillette Stadium. Chicago Fire, regardless of the result, they are still rock bottom in the Eastern Conference. When you go to other results from around the league, you will see that CFD Montreal, the game is back on goalless there with Inter Miami. Philadelphia Union still 2-1 up against New York City Football Club. Philly Union, like I said during my preview, that team is back. You cannot underestimate Philadelphia Union, Eastern Conference champion. They lost to LAFC in the MLS Cup, and they still believe that with the fact that they got to the semifinal of the Champions League, they are still a top team, and they are back. Don't underestimate Philly Union. Their goalkeeper, Andy, man, their goalkeeper is Blake, and the Blake is great, right? They're talking about Jacob Glances. You talk about Alejandro Bodea. These players will hurt your feelings. They will hurt your feelings, I'm telling you. Then you go to the game between St. Louis and Vancouver. That game is still locked on, just started. 2 minutes old and it's still goalless. Minnesota and Real Salt Lake still goalless. They are in St. Paul. And Toronto is 1-0 up against DC United. What a game that will be. And guess who scored the goal? Kea scored in the 14th minute for Toronto Football Club. So Houston Dynamo against Austin Football Club. Offside, Houston Dynamo. Karaskea tries a through ball, but Corey Beck is caught offside. Austin Football Club are really not trying to use some defensive tactics to really keep Houston Dynamo in check because the speed of Ali Ibrahim will cause them a lot of trouble. I see Ali is scoring in this game. I see Ali is scoring in this game. I see him scoring in this game. I see Ali is scoring in this game. When you look at the lineup, he was on target against Minnesota in the US Open Cup, and even against Sporting Kansas in the Open Cup where he made his debut. You saw some flashes of brilliance from him. He lifted up defenders in his wake. His pace is very electrifying. So tonight, Ben Olsen will surely use that pace to his advantage to unlock the defense line of Austin Football Club. For Austin Football Club, I mean, they haven't really been fantastic. Attempted block Hector Herrera trying to play a left foot shot from center of the box and it's blocked. That ball got to him through Karaskea. Houston already have one shot on target. They are piling up pressure. They are putting up pressure, really, on Austin Football Club. Can Houston, capitalize on their great home form and teach Austin some soccer lessons? Dynamo pressing so hard. They're pressing real hard tonight. And, you got to start pressing from the moment you get out of the game. There is no time to really sit back and take your time. No, because by the time you do that, you might run into troubles. So now Dynamo are really pressing hard. They are not giving Austin Football Club a chance for them to even reorganize. And corner Austin has a conceded corner by Ethan Batlow. Ethan Batlow now give away corner kick to Austin Football Club, even though the guy commentary might be coming to a little bit late, but we are still monitoring what is happening here between Houston Dynamo and Austin Football Club. When you want to break it down, it seems the absence of Teenage Hadere. Dynamo, the defense line has been the same, very conservative, very, very stingy in giving up goals. The only time they gave up a goal was against Seattle Sounders. We had that late minute goal undone all the hard work of Houston Dynamo. I think Dawson kind of regretted that when he looked back, he would see things that he has done, which he has done. But look at the game against Rays of Lake, and the goalless now coming against Minnesota. They tracked Minnesota by 4-0. Should be their biggest win margin so far under Benelson. And home, he said that he has to learn the home turf, very difficult place to play. Yes, it's still a goalless situation here in Houston. I think it's 7 minutes gone on the clock. Houston Dynamo and Austin Football Club. When you go, let me take you around the league. Let's see results coming from other places. Yes, CF de Montreal is 51 minutes old and the game is still locked on at 0-0. Young Revolution and Chicago Fire, the game is locked on in 51 minutes at 2-2. While Philadelphia Union is still up there in New York City against NYCFC. Orlando is still locked on 1-0 up against Atlanta. Toronto still lead DC by a lone goal. Rays of Lake and Minnesota still locked on goalless. CLA in the first half, while Vancouver and St. Louis still locked on and goalless, still early in the first half. St. Louis they've not done badly. The way they won 5 straight games in their first kickoff of the league, first of the league, won 5 straight games to send strong signal to the Western Conference. Listen, we are not here to play. But right now, the wear and tear of the league have set in, and they have started to, pick their point at home. Know that there are some places you will go to. It might be difficult for you to pick a point. Even at home, there are teams you will face that might still really give you that problem picking 3 points at home. Now, they've come to realize that and they are picking their point gradually. They are still there in the Western Conference. St. Louis still there in the Western Conference. So it wouldn't be a bad idea if they will make the postseason in their first season. Louis are still second, 23 points from 13 games. So they are still there, second in the Western Conference. While Seattle, Jordan Morris has lost steam a little bit. His goal drought stretched into the 8th game of the season. But Seattle are still number 3 in the West, 23 points, while FC Dallas number 4, Minnesota number 5, San Jose number 6, Vancouver number 7. All right, with this result right now in Houston, Dynamo are 9th in the Western Conference. They just came upstairs in that playoff threshold. But if they go ahead to pick 3 points today, they will definitely finish this week 15 in that playoff spot. All right, let's go back. Let's see if any goal have come in the game between Houston, still goalless situation. Both teams, playing, being cautious about what they do. But I see Houston playing with intent and purposes. Attempted miss, Ethan Finley. Austin Football Club right-footed shot from the right side of the ball. Daniel Pereira wins a free kick on the left wing. Francisco of Houston wins a free kick in the defensive half. Austin considered a corner kick by Ethan Batlow. So Austin Football Club, even though they have been pegged back in that game, but they're still coming out of the block trying to fight and see what's. Yeah, this is Around the MLS Show with Sam on Africa Sport Network. All right, Emiliano Rigoni, left-footed shot from the left side of the box is just a bit too high, and Nick Lima assisted him in that cross. Yeah, Austin Football Club, they are attempting to see if they can get on the front foot. But then, I mean, last time they came here, Houston beat them 2-0. So now they want to prevent that from happening again. Yes. Can they do that? Can they? I don't know. But they are, look at the way they are playing, like double back to back goal attempt, and it all been missed. So Houston got to be careful. Even though, yeah, they have the machine, they have the attacking machine to hurt Austin Football Club, but they have to be very careful in how they, rush out the blood, because they can be caught off guard. Now let's go back to around the league. Let's see result or if there is any goal allowed from around the Major League Soccer Week 15 matchups in both Eastern and in Western Conference. Yes, CF Montreal, they are 1-0 up against Inter Miami. Yes, they are 1-0 up, and Chinomso Ofo is on the score sheet for CF Montreal in the 53rd minute. What a goal from that Nigerian. Chinomso Ofo has been, this season. I'm sorry. Chinomso Ofo this season has really been great for CF Montreal because the coach has given him the reason, to believe. Or yes, CF Montreal. You say it's halftime, but CF are 1-0 up right now. They are 1-0 up at home against Inter Miami. And Chinomso Ofo is the one, leading that charge for CF Montreal with that goal in the 53rd minute. Yes, Chinomso Ofo, great player. Emiliano Rigoni crosses from the left defensive corner. Bassi fouls Hector Gimenez, and he's going to be a free kick now to Austin Football Club. Austin Football Club are not really getting Dynamo into this game. They are not. Toronto still leading DC. Inter Miami 1-0 down at CF Montreal, Vancouver, and St. Louis. That game is still locking up goalless. So we are waiting the kickoff of Colorado and FC Cincinnati later tonight. What a game it has been there for New York City Football Club and Philadelphia Union. Philly Union are 2-1 up, and that game should be headed into the 50th minute in this second 45. Emiliano Rigoni takes a free kick from the left defensive side. Rigoni crossed from the left defensive winger. Rigoni, Dynamo are giving him too much room for him to operate. Rigoni, this shot taken by Ethan Finlay for Austin Football Club. Can they make that counter? Yeah, Houston, but they are pressing Houston. They are pressing them. But what's going to happen? Let's see what's happening. Rigoni also taking the shot by Ethan Finlay. Ethan Finlay, they still keep us space. So, our Niger boy, Ali Ibrahim, they should play on his speed because he has been a revelation since his movement from Croatia to Houston. He got his first goal against Minnesota in the Open Cup. Yes, let's see what is happening here in Austin. Steve Clark take a goal kick. Franco Escobar foul Alexander Ring. Steve Clark take a goal kick and Escobar, fouls Alex Ring. Free kick to Austin Football Club. Free kick to Austin Football Club. Nashville at Columbus will be tomorrow. No, Nashville at home at Columbus will be tomorrow. But Austin and Dynamo is currently on right now is a goalless situation. They are giving us a free Sunday free matches. They're going to give us. They're not giving us free matches today. So Houston at home against Austin, and that game is currently on right now. And you will wonder if Houston Dynamo, they will make it count more than they're not a team that you can just write up because at home they're a great team. Philly Union just increased their tally to 3-1 at New York City Football Club. Orlando are 1-0 up at home against Atlanta. Chicago Fire locked on 2-2 with New England Revolution. Montreal are 1-0 up against Inter Miami. Chinam saw 4 with that goal for CF de Montreal. St. Louis up 1-0 against Vancouver Whitecaps. Yes, wow. St. Louis. While Real Salt Lake and Minnesota, that game is still locked on at goalless situation. Houston Dynamo and then Austin is still a goalless here in Houston. So let's find out the score of the goal between Vancouver and St. Louis. Joao Klaus Lowing till the 10th minute got that goal for St. Louis. Yes. Houston Dynamo and the Austin Football Club. That game is locked on. Mikel take a throw in. Alexander Ring takes a free kick from the right outside midfield. And yes, Nick Lima takes a throw in. The back-to-back affair between Houston Dynamo and Austin Football Club. Yes, we'll be right back during the halftime show. Talk about that game between Houston and Austin. Make sure you locked on back here on our YouTube team. My name is Sam. This is Around the MLS. I'll be right back.